For years, I had been caught in a cycle of routine, taking care of everything around me, but never truly focusing on myself. Responsibilities piled up, work deadlines, a home to maintain, a million small tasks that always seemed more important than my own well-being. I told myself I was fine, that I was handling everything, but deep down, I knew something was missing. I had become so consumed with being productive, responsible, and reliable that I had forgotten what it meant to simply be. It wasn't until a conversation with my friend, Olivia, that I realized how much I had been neglecting myself. We were at a small gathering, laughing and sharing stories, but something felt off. I wasn't fully present. I was physically there, but mentally lost in a sea of to-do lists and worries beyond my control. Olivia noticed, she always did. "You've been so quiet lately," she said, giving me a concerned look. "Are you okay?" I forced a smile, brushing it off. "Yeah, just busy. You know how it is." But Olivia wasn't convinced. "Rachel, when was the last time you did something just for yourself? Something that made you happy?" The question caught me off guard. I opened my mouth to answer, but no words came. When was the last time I had done something simply because it brought me joy? I couldn't remember. That night, as I lay in bed, Olivia's words echoed in my mind. I had spent so much time focusing on being everything for everyone else that I had completely lost sight of myself. I had forgotten how to slow down, how to breathe, how to enjoy the simple moments. The next morning, I made a decision. It didn't have to be drastic, but I needed to start making space for myself in my own life. I began with small steps: a walk in the park without checking my phone, picking up an old hobby, painting, that I hadn't touched in years. I started reading books for pleasure instead of productivity. Most importantly, I learned to say no to things that drained me, and yes to things that fueled my energy and happiness. As days turned into weeks, I felt a shift. I had more energy, more clarity. I was no longer just going through the motions, I was truly living. I started reconnecting with my passions, setting healthy boundaries, and embracing the joy of the present moment. But change wasn't always easy. There were days when I slipped back into old habits, days when I felt guilty for taking time for myself. I had to remind myself that prioritizing my well-being wasn't selfish, it was necessary. I started journaling, tracking my thoughts and emotions, reflecting on what made me feel fulfilled and what drained me. I reached out to friends I had lost touch with, strengthening the connections that truly mattered. One evening, after a long but fulfilling day, I found myself sitting outside, watching the sunset paint the sky in shades of orange and pink. I took a deep breath, feeling the fresh air fill my lungs, and realized something profound: I wasn't just rediscovering